Did you see recently our president bowed again to the head of China? He will bow to every despot, every dictator, every commie, every radical Islamo-fascist. He went to Cairo to apologize for this before the Muslim Brotherhood. I got nothing to apologize for, and I bow for no man. Wait a minute, that's not exactly right. I want to start here. He says it's tradition to bow. Hopefully he can hear us, so blah blah can hear us in the White House. I don't bow before despots. I don't bow before commies. But I do bow before you people, the patriots. I can barely remember my wife's birthday without getting in trouble, an anniversary. Certainly Christmas and Easter I celebrate. But they want to make this about Timothy McVeigh, which, boo, which really pissed me off. How about mentioning that this is Patriots Day? I'm thinking about how they want to make this about McVeigh, and yet there was a memo that went around the White House. Don't say Easter, say spring. Don't say Christmas, let's celebrate cold weather. I live in Chicago. I don't like cold weather. I don't celebrate cold weather. I celebrate Christmas. I don't celebrate spring. I celebrate Easter. Hey, Mr. Obama, you don't have a problem with God, do you too? Haiti was based on what? Voodoo and Satanism, I saw on TV. We were based on God, guns, and guts, and I think we've done pretty well. But sometimes you gotta say, the government can kiss my gun-toting ass. God bless America.
But it's right, it's fitting that we should be met here today on this 19th of April on the river farm of George Washington, the greatest founder. You know, there's some people, some muttering that they're pretty disappointed at how few people turned out here. But the Jews of the Warsaw Ghetto, Gideon and his 300, Leonidas and his 300, they understood that history is made by determined minorities. But there's one thing I want to straighten out right here and now. Billy Jeff says that we 3%ers, are unhinged and disgruntled. That's not true. See this? Here's my hinge. All right? So I am not unhinged. I have my hinges. You notice there's three holes in each side. Now, as far as being disgruntled, I'm reliably informed that in the Commonwealth of Virginia, it is illegal to show your gruntle in public. My call to break the windows of local Democrat Party headquarters, even though it was answered by just a few people across the country from New York to Alaska, the talking heads began denouncing me in prime time. And I started receiving death threats by email and phone, and some fella from Virginia claiming to be Dick Cheney sent me a powdery substance in an email, or in an Easter card rather.
Well, frankly, we're here because we hope that our legislators are watching this and will consider it strongly when they are reviewing the DC voting rights bill, because there's a poison pill attached to that bill that would overturn DC's sensible, very sensible gun laws. And if that happens, these people will be doing this in front of the White House, in front of the Capitol, where there are thousands and thousands of school children. They'll be able to march around with their weapons slung across their backs in the intimidating, bullying style and espousing the very violent ideology that they espouse. And that's not what America is about.
Are you affiliated with any organization?
No, I am a voter.
Okay.
I live in Mount Vernon district of Fairfax County.
So you were
this
just
is my neighborhood.
I'm a voter. I'm also a member of the Virginia Million Mile March.
Okay. Okay, gotcha. All right. And so two gals sitting around and said, "That's it," and we decided to do this. And
well, not just sitting around. I mean, it's a confluence of events. I mean, I think it is so disrespectful for these people to be doing this on the 15th anniversary of the Oklahoma City bombings. These people venerate the McVeighs and the Nichols of the world, and that is just so shameful. They advocate overthrowing the government. It's domestic terrorism, is what it is.
Do you believe that this is related to the Tea Party movement?
I know that there are Tea Party activists that are involved in this, but I don't. This is to me the radical right fringe. I mean, they're actually advocating violence against our elected government. I mean, we were just listening to Mr. Vanderburg over at Fort Hunt. I don't know if you were there.
Yeah, I was.
I've been to his website. I've seen the dangerous things that he says.
I was over in the city just a little bit ago, and it's so much better being in America right now. I feel a little better dressed, you know what I mean? I had to marvel at the chutzpah of former President Clinton. He was warning us to be civil in our remarks, lest we might contribute to another Oklahoma City. This is the guy whose Attorney General thinks a barbecue is burning a bunch of people in Waco. Yeah. And he's lecturing us about being civil? These socialists are so full of themselves, I think they might actually believe their own stuff, which is what makes them so dangerous. Will the real criminal please sit down? Clang. They're all over there. They're the ones that are working on things that they have no authority to be working on, and then they expect us to smile when we pay our taxes. Angry? I think maybe we are. We're not here to shut up. We're here to tell you something, guys. You're fired. Because when we fire the Congress, we're coming to fire you guys over there, too. Yeah! Am I allowed to say pull the trigger?